we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango on the other hand.
You know, if Mizkif was there, he would have covered it up.
Let's up those numbers!
Welcome back to the Slop. It's honestly my favorite place on earth. It's just so warm and welcoming here. So if you guys have been watching me for a hot minute, you guys know that I am not the biggest fan of Mr. Ludwig. And long story short, so you don't need to see the full yapping session and me just being like, I don't like him because of this, blah, blah. To simplify the reason why I just don't like him as a creator, I'm sure he's a lovely, nice person. Let's hold that thought into the end of the video. But when it comes to content creation, the main reason why I don't like him is because he has no fucking backbone. This guy is a professional fence sitter. Somehow he is more of a fence sitter than Boogie2988, and that's insane. Do you know how strong the fence needs to be in order to hold someone like Boogie? Now add Ludwig to it, and holy shit, the fence may collapse with the amount of fence sitting these two guys be doing. I mean, this guy just has the most fucking normie ass takes when Hassan tells him to take the video down or change the thumbnail or title. He's like, yeah, yes, Hassan, I'm gonna get on my knees right this second, and I'm gonna do it. I don't want to disturb you, okay? I don't want you to be mad at me. I can't stand someone being mad at me. So that's essentially the reason why I don't fuck with Ludwig. I don't like him. A lot of people throw shit at Critical for being, I don't know, boring or vanilla. Nah. Ludwig is the real vanilla commentary guy before he quit because he didn't want to offend his friends or whatever the fuck. There was a situation a few days ago where Ludwig and a lot of other LA Twitch streamers came together. They had a party, and there was a guy there, another content creator, who goes by Mango. Now, I've never heard of this guy in my life, but this guy is an alcoholic, and Ludwig decided to invite him, and then on top of that, push him to keep drinking more, to the point where this guy Mango started sexually harassing these two other women streamers by humping their head.
We're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango on the other hand.
And I'm not saying Ludwig is this guy's babysitter. I want to make that very clear. The Mango guy is like in his 30s. He's a grown-ass man. He knows this is wrong. I'm not saying that Ludwig needed to babysit this guy because that's not the point. But Ludwig did encourage this guy to keep pushing the envelope, to keep drinking. Guys, we gotta pump those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. Let's get him even more fucked up.
Mango just blew a point 32.
That is my guy.
Hey everybody! Mango just blew a point 32!
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Long story short, the guy got dropped by his agency, and Ludwig then threw him under the bus, despite the fact that Ludwig was constantly pushing for this guy to keep drinking and encouraging this behavior. And this video started blowing up on Twitter. It says, Ludwig is a snake. I have a lot of things to say about Mr. Ludwig and about fucking Mango. Yes, two things could be true at the same time. Ludwig could suck, and Mango could suck. Before we get into it though, guys, we're getting close to 600K. As Ludwig would say,
Let's up those numbers!
Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers.
That's crazy. That's what I used to say when I would drink and drive, yeah.
He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
Probably maybe not let that guy have any more beers at your streamer event.
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
I love how Valkyrie, I think that's her name, Twitcher, Valkyrie. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, my queen. I don't want to be disrespectful. But I love how even she's like, isn't this enabling him? So Mango has had 7 drinks so far. And this guy, Ludwig, continues to support this, enable this. And like, listen, guys, I know the context matters. I know how parties get. We have all been to Diddy parties, all right? We know how things go. Yes, all of us have. Common sense, right? If I'm with a friend and I know that they're, really fucked up, I'm talking like 7, 8, 9, 10 beers with some wine, some hard Mountain Dew, and maybe some other substances, and I'm their friend, I'm gonna take care of them, right? I'm not their babysitter, but it's just common sense. I'm not gonna let that guy kill himself or do something stupid. You know what I mean? It's not babysitting. It's, just keeping an eye out for a friend. Anyone who's a decent friend would do that. I've been on both sides of this, and it's just common courtesy. Like, if you see your friend is fucked up, you don't tell him, yo, keep it going, dude, keep drinking. Get those numbers up. Yeah, true, Mango is weird. He should definitely be taken accountable for what he did to those Twitch girls humping their heads. That's weird. I've been drunk, right? Like, drunk, and I have never thought, you know what? I see these two girls sitting on the couch. Let me dry hump their head. Like, no. I've never done that. Why would you ever invite an alcoholic to a fucking party where everyone's drunk?
Guys, Mango just blew a point 25!
That's crazy. Is there any conversation about how like people like Ludwig and everybody else were encouraging him to drink? Are you telling me this is what led to him getting banned from the event? If you're having him blow a breathalyzer and being like, oh my God, he's like triple the legal limit, you're part of the problem. Wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm Ludwig, I'm almost 30 years old. I probably know that this guy shouldn't be drinking so much. So since it's my event, I should pull him aside and tell him to stop or not encourage this. Yelling and celebrating his insane amount of alcoholism. I'm not saying that he's not responsible for anything that he did, but aren't you responsible for creating a safe environment? This does not create a safe environment.
This guy is gone. Bro is like on a whole different fucking planet. Wherever he is, I want to be there by the end of this video. Like, if I saw a friend of mine who's this fucked up, 3 times over the limit, this guy's like beyond gone, would I either A, pull him aside, tell him, yo, just go take a nap in my room, go chill, take a break, take it easy, or B, keep enabling this, knowing he has a problem. I don't know, guys, which one should it be, A or B? I don't know, pretty tricky if you ask me.
Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
So apparently he was harassing people, because the argument's going to be like, well, I didn't know he was going to harass people. It really shouldn't matter. You shouldn't allow and encourage somebody to be a 0.25% alcohol blood level drunk. That's insane. You should expect something irresponsible. What if instead of sexual harassment, he like ended up like hurting himself because he's so drunk? It's your event. What?
Just to be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Even that guy, I don't know who he is, but even this guy's like, well, guys, we should probably stop it. Ludwig is like, let's get those numbers up. These are fucking rookie ass. Have fun. Get fucked up as long as you're not hurting anyone. I'm looking at this from the perspective of if a friend, and if my friend was this fucked up, Mango probably had more alcohol than blood in him during this time. And it's like, knowing he's an alcoholic, knowing he has an issue. So number one, I would have never invited him to the party. Let's just get that out of the way. He would have never gotten an invitation. Number two, okay, let's say I do it, right? 3-4 beers, let's get a little drunk, and then go chill in my room, go take a nap, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. This is getting out of control. Ludwig continues to enable this. Let me show you what Ludwig posted shortly after all of that went down. He made merch. Guys, merch out now.
Taking advantage of somebody with substance problems for entertainment purposes, and then when it goes wrong, you just blame them. He harasses these women all night, and they don't do. Why doesn't Ludwig stop this sooner? This is insane to me.
I feel really bad about that, and I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mango this, I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mobile Moves events. It's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is like it's a fun thing to do, have a good time, and if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing.
Okay, I mean, like, what do I do with this? Thank God you brought a guy over, encouraged him to drink insanely, and then didn't do anything in the moment about him harassing streamers, but then came on, and after there was backlash saying, oh, he's not invited anymore. Like, you're a loser. He invites a guy to his streamer event, gets him really drunk, encourages him to drink, and then doesn't do anything about it until there's backlash.
Now, truth be told, I am more upset that I didn't get an invite to the Ludwig events. I am a little sad. I'm local. I'm from around the area, and honestly, I would have been a better replacement for Mango. It's like, would I ever invite an alcoholic to a drinking fucking party? No. So he got thrown under the bus by Ludwig. And just because you're drunk, that's not an excuse to, start sexually harassing people, all right? Like, no, calm down, dude. That's not an excuse for that. I am here to say the Mango is a fucking idiot, right? But at the same time, Ludwig is a fucking idiot. And if anything, Ludwig is more of a fucking idiot for enabling this and inviting this guy to a party where he knows, he's not all there. And then I found this, and it says Mango's wife was calling out Ludwig before deleting or deactivating her Twitter account. Ludwig, I fucking watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots. Of course, your little teeny bopper viewer bitch ass wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event. You never once decided to pull, and then, it cuts off. Hope you enjoyed your grace for banning Mango. I encourage him to get fucking wasted. Fuck you. Word for word, bar for bar. Well, I added that little part. I need to be original. I need to do a shot. Where's Mango? Ludwig had no problem with this until it became drama. This guy says she's making excuses for a grown-ass man not knowing his limit while drinking. That's low-key kind of fair. I get it. I'm not here to defend Mango. I don't think Mango is this innocent innocent victim who we need to protect from. No, no, no. This guy's a 35-year-old man. He should know his drinking limit by now. Being drunk does not give you the excuse to be fucking raping people or fucking, I don't know, sexually assaulting them. That's just, no. I've been drunk before, super drunk, and I never thought, you know what? I'm drunk. Let me rape someone. No. No, of course not. I'm not that fucking insane. Ludwig and Mango are both in the wrong, and they should both be held to the same standard. If anything, Ludwig should be held to a higher standard because this is a party he hosted, if I'm not mistaken. And even if he didn't, this guy's constantly encouraging Mango to drink more, to take more shots with him. It's like this person says, I wasn't going to say anything about the Mango situation, but this clip of Ludwig really bothered me. He's cheering Mango on for being extremely drunk and blowing a 0.32. And later turns around and says, Mango isn't welcome at those same events anymore. That's just hypocritical. I agree. I fucking agree. This is such a hypocrite, snake, bitch ass, rat ass move. But at the same time, are we really surprised that these fucking LA influencers are like this? They'll throw you under the bus the second it's convenient to them. There's some good LA influencers out there, but I'll say 90% of them, if not 95% of them, are fake and they're gay. Anyways, with that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Let me know in the comments below. And before you leave, make sure you follow my Instagram and my Twitter. They're both linked below, the only social medias that I have. Go follow it. I would really appreciate it. And with that said, I am out. And guys, don't forget, 600K.
Let's